I am James Mosley. I was a victim of a racial hate crime and Medicare fraud in 2012 at Mobile Infirmary Medical Center. I realized early on that local law enforcement was in bed with the hospital to cover up those crimes. So I immediately contacted the governor of Alabama, Governor Bentley, and he replied, "Dear Mr. Mosley, thank you for contacting my office regarding Mobile Infirmary Medical Center and Medicare of Alabama. I've directed my staff to forward your correspondence to the Alabama Department of Senior Services and the Alabama Department of Public Health. I'm confident that the appropriate division or staff members with these agencies will review your concerns and respond accordingly." I contacted Alabama Public Health and I spoke with a Dr. Gary. This is one of several letters I shared with Dr. Gary, the Chief Physician for Alabama Public Health. Dear Dr. Gary, I appreciated the time given yesterday in our phone conversation. I mailed 62 pages medical record yesterday, which should give credence to my complaint against Mobile Infirmary. If you do read my rather lengthy horror story, you'll realize that there are a number of doctors who participated in the unbelievable crime and cover-up. I realize that you're only interested in the hospital's involvement, and that is my focus as well. To be very honest, I am certain that Eric Holder dictated to the FBI, Mobile Law Enforcement, and Medicare to cover up my crime just prior to him leaving office of Attorney General. I intentionally mailed him my story in hopes that he would help me and counter the belief of many who believe him a racist. However, I believe I defeated myself by mailing the letter. As absurd as that sounds, it's the only explanation for why the FBI abruptly stopped my investigation. Mobile Police and the DA refused my charges of assault, Medicare refusing to investigate obvious and provable fraud, and many more unexplainable happenings. I wanted to send this to you before you receive my package. Dr. Gary, I have filed suit against Mobile Infirmary as pro se for fraud, but it was unjustly dismissed. I was unable to find an attorney to represent me, and I know it is because race is the primary factor. I was a victim of a racial hate crime. I realized if I were black and the doctors were white, this would be national news, but our world is different today. I have avoided any attempt to file suit against Dr. Stone or Dr. Wright simply because I fear for the safety of my family. I don't know the color of the other doctors who supposedly provided me care, but because the hospital denied me my records for 29 months after discharge, the statute of limitations passed. I'm still being denied access to Mobile Infirmary by their attorney. I have email proof, and I feel this is a violation of my civil rights. However, the fact that the hospital used another patient's records as mine is a crime, and I should have every legal right to justice as the female patient. Stated in the records is the name of her primary doctor, Thomas P.A. When I searched that name, I was sent to Dr. Thomas Foster, neurologist, Mobile Neurology. I don't have the ability, but possibly you can request whether or not one of his patients was admitted July 17, 2012 into Mobile Infirmary at 1 a.m. Due to her prior serious heart attack, he could very well be her doctor. I know I'm grabbing at straws, but I must forge ahead. I have instructed my wife, if I come up missing, force an investigation. Thank you for your time. James Mosley. Even though Dr. Gary never called me, never requested evidence, I believed that an investigation was actually ongoing until I received this sudden reply. The information regarding your hospitalization at Mobile Medical Center in July 2015 has been reviewed by our staff, and I'm sorry to report that we're unable to be of assistance to you regarding your concerns. Called Dr. Gary and alleged to cover up. And I told him even if they couldn't investigate Medicare fraud, how about the crime that was committed against me? Their passing a Medicare review had no reason to dismiss that investigation. Obviously realizing that I may expose their cover-up, they mailed me a second one. But this one was 2 pages and had a date, unlike the original. Rather than continue reading the letter that I mailed Governor Bentley. I'm attaching those 2 pages. As you can see, the certification document that I received affirming their receipt of my letter, and also the evidence that I sent, and I received no reply thereafter, and all contact was refused. I intend to take this to a national level, but I would rather have you deal with it with me personally and see if we can't come to some resolve. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your prayers, because I certainly need it after all the things I've gone through the past 5 years. God bless you.